Hi everybody, my name is Judith Billig and I'm an abstract artist. Today I want to show you a fun and quick project, and that are these alcohol ink magnets that you can see behind me. For this project you will need canvas magnets, alcohol inks, alcohol and a few tools to move the alcohol ink around. You can find the detailed step-by-step tutorial and the complete supply list on my webpage, judithbilligart.com. Let's get started. First, here are the tools that I'm using. A couple of brushes and a straw. In my case, I use a stainless steel straw, but any other straw is just as fine. Then I use these refillable brushes. So normally they are filled with water. I think they're for watercolor, but I fill them with alcohol. And they are available in a couple of different sizes. So I have here a medium and a large. And you can see they are both already filled with alcohol. A couple of other alcohol tools that I use is this applicator and the isopropyl alcohol, of course. I use 91%. Once the Liquitex varnish is dried, I apply 2 coats of acrylic gesso. This step is absolutely optional. It's just my preference because I love a crisp white background. But if you don't want to do that, that's absolutely fine too. For the first magnet, I used Ranger Pool and Brea Reese Slate. You can see that I'm alternating the 2 Aquash brushes. They are filled with alcohol and I'm just dipping them in a little bit of paint. You don't see that here in the video. I just dropped some alcohol ink on a plate and dipped them in. The nice thing about these brushes is that you can control the amount of alcohol that flows just by squeezing the handle while you are painting. So depending on how much alcohol I have flowing through, it gets lighter. And you see me cleaning the brushes, so I simply clean them by squeezing the alcohol from the handle into the tip and brushing it off on some paper towel. That works really well. So I'm creating a design here by working wet in wet, but I did not apply first alcohol onto the magnet. I just add as I go along without no rhyme or reason. I don't have a specific topic here or don't want to paint something really specific, just a pleasing look, a pleasing pattern. And then I was not pleased at all. And what you see me doing here is I just flood it with alcohol and then use the straw because I was not very happy with it. So now I'm adding some foreground, a little bit darker, and use Pinata Brass mixative to get some nice sparkle and some gold shimmer. And the first magnet is done. I hope you can see the shimmer of the brass. For this second canvas, I use Ranger Pool and Limeade. And the technique is a more loose watercolor style with wispy colors. I'm adding a drop of alcohol, then a small drop of ink, and start blowing with the straw. For this technique, I use only the straw and just blow the ink out so it gets a little bit lighter. I don't like this hard edge here, so I'm adding more alcohol and blow the alcohol into the ink. See, a drop alcohol, I add a drop of the ink and add some more alcohol. This is to prevent blotches on the canvas, so you don't see where the original ink drop is coming. I always have kind of a general idea when I start painting of how I want the layout to be, the composition, but ink is rather unpredictable, so it doesn't always happen like what I plan to do. So I'm blowing the ink a little bit into the turquoise to have a nice mix of colors. And add a drop of alcohol, and here I use a tool that's called a micro dental brush, because I didn't want to drop a whole drop of alcohol ink in there. So I just dipped the corner into the ink and then applied it onto the canvas. You can see me always alternating the turquoise and the limeade to get kind of an overlapping effect, because alcohol inks are transparent, so you can see where they overlap and they kind of blend together to a new color. I love that effect a lot. Negative space is important for me, so you will find that most of my paintings have still the white canvas showing through. I find it very pleasing to have a negative space to let the colors breathe. I wasn't too happy with that corner, so I added some more ink and some more alcohol and blew it out. So I just blow the ink towards the corner. The same with that corner, wasn't too happy, so I added just a little bit more ink and alcohol. And this was the second magnet. It's now ready for sealing. Here are some more designs that I did today. Don't forget to check out my blog post about properly sealing alcohol ink paintings to increase light fastness and durability. You can find it on my website, judithbilligart.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful.